Are we golden? Are we golden? I guess we'll find out in a second. Cool. Awesome. Hello. 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 Hi. Alright, I'm sharing this. It's been some time. Awesome. Right. Get shareable link. Let's copy that boy to Twitter. When Firefox wants to work. Alright. Well, my king. It's been a while. Hello, buddy. Hello. How are you? How is everyone, actually? No certain trailer might have just dropped. Not too long ago. Hello, Akashi's lovers. Yeah? Hello. Hello. Hi, everyone. It's an impromptu live stream. Yeah, we're not doing D&D tonight. A few people are absent. And not just that, though, but I thought, well, it's been a while since I last did a live stream. And I don't see, myself doing one in the foreseeable future. Because, I mean, apart from, next week I'll be recording and editing stuff. The week after, I am thinking of October 1st to 7th or 8th or whatever. I am thinking of taking a break. Just a week off. For the reason that it's my birthday week. So, and, I might want a little bit of a chill week. So, it's last stream time. Yeah, just share that out there. I should probably upload other stuff as well. Oh, Wellington. Well, Wellington. I've robbed many a banks. Oh, goodness. And yet you thrive. Yeah, it's been some time, Night King. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well on this Saturday night. I know I am. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be too long as well because I'll have some stuff to do before I do have an early night tonight because I got to get up for the F1 to see Max Verstappen win. Simply lovely. Shut up. Yeah, it's in Japan, so an early wake-up is required. Hey, Gabby. So, but we'll go an hour, and if I want to stretch things out, maybe a bit more. So, yeah. But I want to hang out with the lovely Cata crew and anyone else who might be watching. So, yeah. Because, like I said, it's been some time since I last did a live stream. That wasn't Among Us, of course. Which is something that I'll need to get back. Well, I'll need to run up again in some point within the next few weeks, but we'll see because I'm also busy editing my audio episodes as well. So yeah. But yeah, I'm still reeling from that Doctor Who trailer. So yeah. Quit that. There we go. Ooh. So that's uploading. Sweet. How am I? I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, like the last few weeks have been a bit hit and miss, I would say, in terms of my emotions. But, as of right now, I'm doing okay. So, I think that's pretty good. I could say I'm fine. Would anyone believe me? No, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing a lot better than I was a few weeks ago because I was just feeling pooped. Not ill or anything, just Yeah, fine. Just fine. I was fine. But yeah, hope you're doing okay, Gabby. As is everyone else. Oh yeah, they're gonna win the constructors tomorrow, aren't they? Frig. I would. I would. It's yeah, it's been. Oh, I am. I would. I am. Yeah, it's been an interesting few weeks emotionally, but I'm good. Uh, hey, noticed you and I, you alive. And I wanted to say thank you for your content. Not been a subscriber long. Oh well, welcome to the category. Category. It's suddenly all despicable all of a sudden. No, but thank you for recently subscribing, and yeah, I'm happy to put out the content, keep rolling it out, and as I speak, of course, I'm still rolling out content because I'm uploading Supernatural and the Vampire Diaries to be released. When it's all processed in HD and all of that. I had to wait for my Doctor Who trailer to process in HD because who wants to see 360p reactions, right? You don't want all that pixelation. Hey, at least Night King, don't, just don't. Okay, that's a can of worms. I am not ready to talk about. Fellow Ferrari fan here, Carlos Sainz especially, so I feel your pain is here. Yeah, I'm a Leclerc guy. I mean, yeah, it's yeah. There's been a huge amount of discourse, especially within Ferrari, and it even continued this morning, and I was just not ready for it. So, but just in general, yeah, last year was 50-50 given the fact that we had a winning car, but it kept blowing up every now and again. This year, yeah. There are times where I was literally thinking the 2020 car was better, which is saying something because that year was already depressing if you F1 stuff eliminated, of course, with COVID and everything, and as well as the fact for me personally was my worst year for personal reasons. But then Ferrari's car just from that year just didn't help whatsoever. It did not help, and this year it's been testing my patience. So, but at least we could say something that we couldn't about the 2020 season. We did win a race, so yeah. Yeah, McLaren have really skyrocketed. Yeah, even today I was really impressed. I mean, Oscar on the front row again, and I've loved Piastri for a long time because he's just got that really really dominating aura around him, like Leclerc does. And yeah, Leclerc has had it rough this year. But it doesn't help. But look, it doesn't help that the car wasn't built around Leclerc this year. So, yeah. And we even saw Oscar struggle initially, but ever since the car has been in the zone, he's been there, and he's been a great challenge for Lando. Um, so yeah. Uh, Hi, love your content. Do you also watch the TT? Is that Teen Titans? Because that's the only TT I know. Teen Titans. I've watched bits and pieces of that, but Holy shit, what? I'm gonna have to check out that link later. Actually, how's my uploads doing? Vampire Diaries is still uploading. Episode 13. Of course, the Isle of Man. Oh, yeah. No, I do not watch that. No. I'm not really a motorcycling guy. I'm also, car, open wheel racing. But then again, I've been trying to dip my toes into IndyCar as well, especially with how, you hear a lot of people, especially this year, saying how entertaining it is compared to the F1, like especially when you don't know who's going to win. Obviously, the same can't be said for the F1 this year because, Sunday is the Dutch national anthem day, so as it will be tomorrow. So yeah, I'm more of an open wheel kind of character. I'm worried. I feel like that is gonna. I see. I feel like that is gonna happen. The good news is Lando has a bit of a long contract, anyways. So, and actually, when is Lando's contract, by the way? Because 2026 is a very interesting year, which we'll get onto in a moment. Until the end of 2025. So yeah, I mean, there might be the hope that because Perez's contract runs out at the end of next year, and I'm sure he's getting the boot. And they'll probably stick Danny Rick in the Red Bull again. The thing is, though, if he has a good season in 2025, they could keep him around for 2026. And I feel like maybe Lando might want to sign a 1 year extension at McLaren because we don't know what the cars are going to be like with the new regulations in 2026. So it could be that Red Bull are at the back. I doubt it, but it could be the case. So, I mean, yeah. So I feel like he will join Red Bull, especially since they did try to poach him there previously, but I feel like he might stick around for 2026, maybe a 1 year extension to see how the McLaren will fare compared to the Red Bull. Because it might be the fact that McLaren in 2026 will be a world champion team. And, yeah. Do you think Max will dominate in a Ferrari or Mercedes given how well? No. I see if you put Max in a Mercedes or a Ferrari, he wouldn't be dominating. The Red Bull is a rocket ship. I mean, they did, like, I know that, Max likes to say that the cars are the same, etc., with him and Perez. It's not. It's total horse wank. They build the car around Max. But Perez is not exactly a stellar number two driver as well. I mean, how many times has he gotten eliminated from Q3 this year? So yeah, but there's no doubt that the Red Bull is a rocket ship. I feel like he might beat Lewis because Lewis is getting on now. Leclerc is a bit harder because I feel like the Ferrari wouldn't suit Max's driving style because the Ferrari doesn't suit Charles's driving style. I saw a comment saying about how putting Leclerc in the Red Bull, he would blitz it because of the fact that the Red Bull and Suzuka, it just gets on like a house on fire, really. The Ferrari is a very, very understeery car this year, so it's hard to tell, given the car this year of the Ferrari, if Max would dominate against Charles. So yeah. I love your Vampire Diary reactions. Who's your favourite character? See, it's hard because, I mean, I initially started off liking Stefan, and I still do. There is a lot of layers in these characters, which I really do appreciate. But then again, Damon has been rising up in terms of his characteristics and all of that. I've just watched episode 20 as of recent for the Vampire Diaries season 1. Um, and that's when you found out about Stefan and how he turned, how he fully turned into a vampire by feeding on his father, and then he forced Damon into that position. So yeah, and there was a bit of sympathy there because Damon wanted to die. He wanted to ride off in the sunset with Catherine. Of course, there's a whole can of worms with Catherine there, but he didn't want to live, and then Stefan forced, one of the cruelest gifts you could really give someone, and that is immortality. So, yeah, there is, and not just that though, but I feel like throughout the season you've really seen Damon develop, and yeah, I've been really, really gelling to his character. So, yeah, but yeah, it's very complicated because like I said, I started off loving Stefan, but then Damon has growth. And yet there are episodes like episode 8 where I was like, Damon, you are a dick for what you did to Lexi. So, yeah. But I will say Damon is definitely rising up there in terms of my favorites. So, yeah. Favorite TVD character comes in season 2. Won't say more, of course, with spoilers. Yeah. I know my fiance is very, very excited for the prospect of me getting into future episodes because she loves the Vampire Diaries, and she's always intrigued to see where I'm up to. So, and then she has to Google search which episode that was because, of course, she doesn't want to talk about spoilers. So, yeah. Hey, Toonzel. How are you? Uh, Speaking of Vampire Diaries, that has been uploaded. So let's get that ready to publish. Number 3. What was the episode called again? Because it's been some weeks since I reacted to it. Okay. I'm good. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. It's been, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, yeah, it's been, iffy few weeks, but as of right now, I'm good. I'm on a bit of a high with the Doctor Who trailer that's dropped. So, yeah. The Vampire Diaries. 1x13. There we go. And we'll save. Okay, cool. But yeah, next week I'm going to be completing season 1 of the Vampire Diaries. So yeah. And I think that's a good time because I mentioned it at the beginning of my stream. I'm thinking of taking a week off. The week beginning the 2nd of October. It's just a week, so, that entire week, yeah. So, but I think I'm going to go through with it just, so I can get other stuff out the way, I guess. So, as well as chill. No, 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 no. Don't you dare. After you finish Vampire Diaries, which will be a bit, you should watch all the Comic-Con and behind-the-scenes stuff cast are hilarious off camera. Yeah, I will do that. I will do that. It's a good thing in regards to The Boys, because I finished watching that the other week. Obviously, an infamous episode will be dropping tomorrow. But yeah, I can, go around all the memes, all the behind the scenes shit, and all that jazz without invoking any kind of spoilers. So, Yeah. Get to see all the behind the scenes shenanigans with Jensen as well. Like I have to be very very careful when it comes to Supernatural, of course. You got the gag reel there, which is fine when it comes to seasons completed. So yeah. Da, 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 da. Where is it? Oh man. Okay. Hey Jacob. How have I been? I've been okay. How are you? Yeah, I do plan to react to the spin-offs. I'm gonna do them in a similar, fashion to what I did with Buffy and Angel. I'll probably have a watch order because I'm assuming some episodes of like this show will be important for I'll probably have, if there is a thing, a watch order for the spin-offs. So yeah. How do we tell him? Wait, isn't this Night King? Hello. I'm glad. Got a D&D session later today. Oh, awesome. Potentially going to a theme park. Oh, nice. I'll be hungover on that date. So, I know that for sure because it'll be my birthday on the 7th. So, but yeah. I would have a D&D session right now, but a few people are not available to make it today. Brianna's got a killer migraine, so yeah. Um, and the suspense is killing me because we were gonna enter on a fight, so yeah, it's killing me. Hey, Chatella from South Africa, sending love back, darling. Here to say, the puppy is very cute. It's 2 a.m. Darling, you should get some sleep. But thank you so much. Thank you for the praise on the reactions. It means a lot. And I'll tell Milo that. Milo's currently resting downstairs. So yeah. Yes, yes. I was like, I'm sure. I am sure that is you. It's a surprise that you have your other account just emerge. It is Night King LD. Yeah, I can't stay up at 2:30 tonight. Oh no. Otherwise I'll be absolutely shattered having to wake up at 5:30 tomorrow. I have to wake up at 5:30 tomorrow. Love your accent, so classy. I'm from North Carolina, my sister, and I just love you. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. Thank you. Yeah, my accent is weird because I'm in the northeast of England. You wouldn't think it if you lived in the northeast of England. You wouldn't think it because I'm always told that I sound posh, and it's just like, yeah. I blame my speech therapist when I was at a young age, so it rubbed off on me, and then here we are. This is how I got my accent, so yeah. I sound so different to my family, to people in the northeast, so. No, thank you, Cynthia, and yeah, thank you to your sister as well. Where is the Vampire Diaries? There it is. Bing pot. Right, 54, 120. Awesome. No copyright problems. Love to see it. I'll actually put that out now just for those who might not want to watch the live stream. We don't want to listen to Liam babble. He does that enough on his reactions. So stay on page. Da, 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 da. Free. 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 Well, actually, yeah, that's good. Boom. I actually came up with a really fun D&D character concept. Hello. Hello. Hi. We got a special guest, folks. We got a special guest. It is Milo. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. I was gonna say that yeah, I actually came up with a really fun D&D character concept. Yeah, I did that too, but you should say that. Rumpel and Regina are the heart of the show. Yes, yes. But everyone... He's like, what is this? What is this? Just waiting for the chat to sing, because I'm sure everyone's going to be like, Puppy! Puppy! Hey? A college of Lord Bard who... Oh, nice. Doggo! There we go. There you go, Milo. You got an appreciation. Milo, as in the mask? The mask? Wait.
Yeah.
Was it called Milo?
I don't know, but it was a Jack Russell.
Yeah, I know. I recall it was a Jack Russell. I didn't recall it was called. He was called Milo. We just came up with because we had a few names. Me and my fiance. So, yeah. So cute you are, aren't you? Currently looking at my fiance just at the doorway. Ooh. Have you seen the trailer for the 60th yet? You can catch my reaction on my channel. Was he? Wow. Damn. Well, there you go. He was called Milo in The Mask. We didn't know. And I have seen The Mask, but it's been a while. So, no, we just had a few names cooked up. So, and we just gelled to Milo when we were discussing about, getting Milo. So, yeah. And they look the same. Live act. When's the reboot? Got a perfect candidate here. Staring at my fiance there. What are our thoughts on Paige Uncharted? I love her. I mean, after going through season 4, because I'm on season 5 right now. I feel like she had a great journey in terms of debuting and then growing as the season went along. And then I've watched recently the episode Sam I Am, where she meets her biological father. And, there was a very, very wonderful... it was a really, really wonderful Paige-based episode. So, yeah. There, now he's just head planted on me. Because it'll be getting his bedtime soon, so... Hey? Hey? Yeah. Wait, oh, come on, not that! Those memes were dead, Night King. They are in the ground. Yeah, when that episode was very, very devastating. You're tired, aren't you? Yeah, Night King is reviving a bloody meme that needs to die. It's an old thing on this channel that, I've just cleansed from my head. So thank you. I literally resurrect stuff. It's kind of my whole thing as a necromancer. Yes. It is. Do you want to be handed back now? Say bye. Say bye to the chat. Bye bye. There you go. Ugh. Yeah, I haven't seen. You know what? I was just thinking about this the other day. Actually, Daryl is a good dude. I'm currently a fair way into season 5. He's been absent for a while. What the heck's that all about? I was surprised that you never seen the Vampire Diaries. Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few shows that I haven't checked out. So yeah, I mainly didn't do it because it's a long show. It's a long running show. I was a bit deterred from Supernatural at first, but then I decided, you know what, I'll go for it because I did Buffy for quite some time, um, and I've done a few other shows for quite a few years. So yeah, did you watch Footballers' Wives growing up? No, I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. So no. Yes. You know what I love? There is actually this comment on my trailer reaction to Doctor Who talking about the trailer's horrifyingly bad, cliche, boring, old hat, and unoriginal. Just awful. The show has nothing new to offer. And I just replied, K. Not interested. K. Whatever. K. I just love his interactions with Cole. Like especially when Cole tried to like work for the police. It was just gold, just gold. Have you watched House of the Dragon? Yeah, my reactions are up on my channel. I should probably make a playlist for that. But yeah, you can type in Liam Catterson House of the Dragon on the search bar. I've done all the episodes there. Can't believe it was like a year ago, actually. So yeah, but yeah, I loved House of the Dragon as well. They should do a show called The Cop, the Demon, and the Angel. Yeah, yeah. Technically, I'm alive in that show. Yeah, technically you are. It's it's canon, so there's no denying that. Damon Targaryen actor is really good and charming. Chantel, Matt Smith is my favorite Doctor in Doctor Who. He played the 11th Doctor. So yeah, if you want to see more of him, I suggest you go and check out some Doctor Who. Yeah, I mean, I had no doubt that I would that Matt Smith would kill it in House of the Dragon because, like I said, he's my favorite Doctor in Doctor Who. Um, and I'm aware of how talented Matt is as an actor. So, I mean, he even acted his ass off in Morbius, and that's a great movie. Uh, but no, he was really, really phenomenal in. Now that Matt Smith, did you know he has no eyebrows? Again, watch Doctor Who. Now let Liam go on a rant for 1 hour. Now you've mentioned exactly. We are doing this. Nah, you should really check out some Doctor Who, especially with Matt. It's Morbin time. Um, because it's not just the fact that he is such a great actor, but there are so many iconic moments with Matt Smith as the Doctor in that show. So yeah. He has that old look to him at such a youthful, presence. I think that's the best description because that's how he is when it comes to the Doctor. He looks so old and young at the same time. Despite Game of Thrones is still a very well made show. Despite yes. Um, I clearly do not know what you're talking about. Excuse me. Clearly. Man. I mean, I know season 8 was great. Yeah. Um, but I mean, it is just a shame that I feel like that is going to be the most vocal point of Game of Thrones' history. Like the show itself um, is how it started off great, but then it really tanked towards the end. And yeah, so. Who are your top? Do I have a list? Do I have a list? I don't have a list personally. Um, but I do have a lot of great, like a lot of um female characters that I just love. Jessica Jones being one of them, of course. Willow Rosenberg from Buffy. Kaylee from Firefly, who I've also just recently seen in Supernatural. Um, and funnily enough, Amy Pond from Doctor Who. Uh, um, yeah, there is quite a lot that I could talk about. Armistice. I'll even go and say Shin from Shin Hati from Ahsoka. But I'm in love with her, and I will defend her with all my life. She's done nothing wrong. Uh, the murders, get used to it. But yeah, there was a lot of great female characters in my opinion that I've gone through. I could be here, listing characters that I've just loved so much. Elektra, even Daredevil. Um, yeah, she was like in the Charlie Cox universe, of course. Um, so yeah, Cordelia. Did you really have to mention Arya? Haha, yes. For Night King, Arya is a sensitive subject. uh, And the last two shows you watch is your dream team. Who is it? So it's Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm trying to think. What did I watch last, actually, before Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Oh, God. Oh, this is a recipe of disaster. Chantal. So, recently at the gym, because a few weeks ago, me and my friends, we do like movie night every, first of the month. And we decided, because we watched the movie, that we watched the first few episodes of What We Do in the Shadows. And because it's just been such a fun show, I've decided to watch it when I go to the gym. So I have the cast of What We Do in the Shadows and Brooklyn Nine-Nine in my dream team. That is a recipe for disaster. Eesh. And the Charmed Ones, yeah. That was just tough, Chantal, because, like I said, um, if you've watched What We Do in the Shadows and you've watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, you'll know that that is a recipe for disaster. It is, yeah. What is Jake Peralta going to use against zombies? Yeah. I could see Charles catering to them. Um, Amy will want, yeah. I feel like Terry would go all out, but just die spectacularly. So, yeah. Rosa probably would as well. Rosa would absolutely kill a motherfucker. So, yeah. Rosa and Terry, they would probably be the competent ones of the lot. Of the lot. And that is including What We Do in the Shadows. So, because, yeah. With the fact that, I've only just started season 2 of What We Do in the Shadows. Yeah, I'm just thinking of the clusterfuck that is happening. Because Gizmo, yeah. Although, like, if the zombies were vampires, that would be a different matter. And if you know, you know. But yeah, just everyone who is a vampire is just completely hopeless and all that. Okay, Levy, you're planning your wedding. How would they do in your wedding? Oh, so we're talking about with my fiance. Oh God, I don't know. I don't even want to get into that subject because, see, I'm at a point in Brooklyn Nine-Nine where I've just seen Amy being proposed to by Jake. That's how far I am ahead compared to the YouTube release. So yeah, so I don't want to say too much about that because I don't want to kind of, um, think about maybe accidentally saying something in regards to, oh, that's going to become true when I get to probably the finale of season 5 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So yeah. And like I said, when it comes to What We Do in the Shadows clusterfuck, because they are all hopeless. Like you see them episode to episode in whatever shenanigans go down. It was like that girl. They made her into a vampire and yeah, it was just a complete clusterfuck. It was like the Super Bowl episode, actually, or the Super Owl episode, where one of the guys made a joke about the fact that they were vampires, and then you have you have them just panic because they think, oh shit, they know we're vampires. Well, we have to do something about that. They took it seriously. And then it just went downhill from here because they completely wiped their friend's memory. And yeah. So It was just ludicrous. It was just ludicrous. Have you done K dramas? No, but my fiance does watch them, so yeah. Ahsoka and Ezra would solo a zombie army. I mean, technically, right? Yeah, you beat me to it. Assuming Thrawn doesn't use the Night Sisters to control a zombie army. I mean, to be fair, aren't the Stormtroopers technically the zombie army? Because considering the theory that the Stormtroopers have been resurrected by the Night Sisters, so they're technically zombies if you want to think about it. So. Because otherwise, how the hell have they been eating well all of this time in, past decade? If you had to. Oh, wow! Wow! If you had to kill off one of the main cast in the Vampire Diaries and Brooklyn Nine-Nine, who's going? Wow! That is a loaded question, and a question I don't even want to think about, especially with Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yeah. I would probably have to say Charles, because he can. Yeah, although poor Nicolaj. Yeah, but if I had to get rid of one, it would be Charles. Vampire Diaries. I mean, I've only got 2 episodes left of season 1, so I don't know if this is actually gonna happen. But based on how things are going, I would say Jeremy for the Vampire Diaries. Just for where I'm at the minute. So yeah. Obviously, it's Nicolaj. There you go. Obviously, it's only season 1 and more characters will come about in, season 2, 3, 4, etc. But where I'm at right now, and given the story and the circumstances, I would say Jeremy. Ask your fiance if she's watched The Glory. I'll probably do so later tonight. She's currently looking after Milo. We are not killing Bonnie. Don't say Bonnie. Nah, I feel like Bonnie has a lot more potential to explore, especially with her heritage. So can't say Bonnie. It's Nicolaj. Now, that was a loaded question. Bonnie is like the Willow of the show. I mean, for the witchcraft side of things, yeah, I could, yeah. In terms of a character overall, I mean, that is very subjective because obviously we know what happens to Willow in season 6. But just in general, Willow is a very wholesome character and a character that just melts my heart. She's a cinnamon roll. And whereas I do like Bonnie, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't describe her as a cinnamon roll. Personally, I have my I have a pull where I just gravitate to cinnamon rolls and all of that, and yeah. So okay, where is oh yeah, I need to do a thumbnail for Supernatural 7X. No, it was 6X. Oh no, the actress who played Bonnie did not have a good experience working on the show. Ooh. Piper and Willow have similar traits. Yes, they are both cinnamon rolls, and they are both people I would give my life to protect because they are wholesome. They are just amazing, and they melt my heart all the time. So yes, Piper and Willow crossover when? That's a question that I've been asking for the past year and a bit. Awesome. I wanted that thumbnail. Oof. Oof. Oh, damn. Okay, okay. Oi. Oh, that's nice to know. That is nice to know. Probably load up my supernatural thumbnail. And charge this. Because it's on 13%. That's good. Ah. I want a PS5. Yeah. Most people dislike Julie nowadays, and she tried to make all events about the show about us. Oi. Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah, I've heard Paul and Ian. I've heard some stories about that from my fiance. Nothing spoilery, of course, but I've heard some stories. Do 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 do. Right. Ooh, not far off actually. Where is it? Supernatural. There we go. So I'll probably give this probably 10 more minutes, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm from Holland. Go Max. Yeah, I can't wait to hear the Dutch national anthem at 6 a.m. or even 8 a.m. or whatever when the race does finish. But yes, can't wait. Although Max did take Singapore personally, I would say. Just pop it in to say hi. Hi, Christine. Yeah, I did mention that fact to my fiance when she was watching episode 12 yesterday about the fact that there were reminiscences to Scream because of the fact that he also wrote the original Scream. And I need to check out Scream 6 actually this October. It's bad. That's bad. It's gonna be an early. Yeah, yeah. Brit Squad is ready for pain. Yeah. Gotta get up early at 6 a.m. Or not even that, 5:30, I would say. For the race itself. 6 a.m. to see Max Verstappen win. Because it's gonna happen. He's just been like he's just taken Singapore personally all weekend, even though he didn't mind not winning. He did. It's just the same. It's just the same kind of reaction to someone saying, "I'm fine." You're not fine. The biggest lie in the human race's history is someone saying, "I'm fine." It's like when a character says I'm fine nowadays on a show that I'm watching. Whenever they say that, I'm like, you're bullshitting, and I can even see it. I know you've just gone through a very traumatic event, whether it's, suffering a vampire attack or for one show, or whether it's just heartbreak in another show. You say I'm fine, you're bullshitting. You're not fine. Oh, that's awesome. Supernatural. Where is it? Yeah, I miss Dewey too. I was bummed. Super bummed. But I also know it's going to be a bit different given I mean, it was a bit different with Scream 5 anyways. But I do know that it's going to be a bit different with the fact that Neve is not going to be in Scream 6, so yeah. And obviously there were like behind the scenes shenanigans that played a factor there, but still, it's yeah, it's going to be a bit odd, but I'm sure I'm going to like Scream 6. I still love you, even though you are a Ferrari fan and I'm a Max fan. Yes, that's a that's it though. I don't have any beef with all Verstappen fans. Of course, there are going to be some, but there are going to be some annoying Ferrari fans as well. Like, there are a sector of Sainz fans who just cannot accept the fact that Charles can beat him, because they'll play havoc. They'll say Charles is washed if Carlos beats him, like in Singapore, and they'll say, "Oh, Charles learned from Sainz, so that's why he's got the upper hand." They can't accept the fact that Charles is a decent driver, and it pisses me off. So I do have my quarrels with any kind of fan that just has these delusional takes, really. So, but there are always good fans in every group, and it's always going to be bad fans in every group. So yeah, it's a good job you're on the former, not the latter, Joyce. The good side of things. inclusive of Verstappen fans and Red Bull fans, etc. Even if I'm tired of the Dutch national anthem every week. Although I can't say that because obviously, um, yeah, I can't say that because of the fact that Singapore last week was a different matter. Nah, nah, you can't. But you could just, you know, yeah. It's all good. It's all good. I avoid watching Jimmy Lee Curtis because I. Oh, okay. Oh shoot! Where's my 22713? Oh, I was right on the ball there. Leclerc is really sexy. Yes, I. The first straps have been very mesmerizing. So, funnily enough, actually, I do like sometimes keep in touch with Nikki from Fandom Reactions. Because a few months ago I noticed her liking Charles Leclerc post, and I'm like, wait, what's this about? I didn't know Nikki liked the F1 and all of that, so I went to talk to her about it because obviously, big Charles Leclerc fan. Um, so yeah, and she admitted that um, he was hot, and she's not a Verstappen fan. She's not a Red Bull fan. So yeah, but it was just really, really funny because obviously I've known fandom reactions for quite some time, especially with Brianna, who is one of my closest friends. And, she's a fellow DM for Beneath the Mask. So, yeah, but Zavid the Reactor? I've never even heard of that person, so yeah. Can't say I've tried watching. I'm um I'm watching all kinds of different stuff at the minute. To be fair, so um, what other reactors do you watch? I mean, I do watch a bit of Lexi, who does Buffy reactions. So yeah, I watch Lexi reacts, Donnie, um, and I'll watch the occasional fandom reactions from time to time. So yeah, I don't watch too many reactors. Like, I mean, I'll check out Seska Says as well from time to time. Um, because, yeah, I don't watch too many because of the fact that I'm either watching stuff that are non reacting material or I'm either just too busy gaming. Because I've been too busy with Baldur's Gate, which is a great game. I'm loving it. I believe I started watching you because of the Ferrari shirt. F1 wins, right? F1 wins. It does appeal. Was a big Ferrari fan because of Michael. Great. But stopped following F1 after he left for the second time. For the second time, yes. Yeah, I actually did, when I, first got into F1, and I was into F1 all of my life, so as far back as I can remember. I was a Ferrari guy, and I was a Schumacher guy. So I was devoted to Shumi for quite some time. And then obviously was disheartened when he left, so I just essentially became a Ferrari guy just in general. But, Leclerc, I really had so much support over, like from his F2 days. Um, and, when he got into F1, when he joined Alfa Romeo, I was supporting him then. because he's Charles Leclerc. He was incredible in F2, and I believed he could do incredible in F1, and he did. So, uh, are you going to any Comic Cons this or next year? I don't know. I don't know about next year. I'm not going this year. I don't have any plans to. Next year, I'm not sure because I do want to go to one. I do want to see a doctor at least in my lifetime. Um, Especially if it's Paul McGann because he's one of my favorite doctors. So, and they will do a Comic Con around my neck of the woods, around Newcastle or whatever. So, where doctors will go. So, we'll see what does happen in the future. But I don't have any plans this year. Next year, who knows? Um, I mean, I don't even know if I'm going to any F1 events because I'm definitely not going to Silverstone next year because fuck those assholes who essentially ask you to sell a body part and put it on the black market with their ludicrous prices. Um, me and my mum, we do hope to go to an abroad Grand Prix, which would be really great because I've never been abroad. But we'll see. So, yeah, Schumacher was great. Um, did you guys have a huge spike on like groceries? What do you mean by that? Eh, is this process? No, it's not processed in HD. Yeah, I like Schumacher too. Schumacher was great, and yeah, I remember actually on Patreon. Um, yeah, on Patreon, like I really got into the Schumacher documentary. So I don't think I would be able to upload it onto YouTube because FOM's copyright restrictions strict as heck. So I'm not playing with those fireworks. Definitely come to Zandvoort. We like everyone. Yeah, I probably would not like to come to Zandvoort. I feel like you do like everyone, but I feel like it would not be in my comfort zone. So I've seen even Ferrari fans. Yeah, I want to go to Monza. I want to go to. I mean, we are thinking of going to Hungary. Um. So yeah, but I do want to go to Monza. Of course, I have to go to Monza. Obviously. Um. Do you think you'll see Ferrari? I'm not sure, to be fair. Um. Yeah, because I mean, it was the same with the Barbie movie, which I've just recently reacted to. Where I was said I didn't even know that I wanted, like, if I wanted to see it in cinemas or if I wanted to react to it. So I was in a indecisive limbo. Um, and it got to the point where, well, it's too late now, so may as well. So stoked when you. Yes, the Halloween heist episode for season 5 was great. Like I just remember just not expecting that whatsoever, the proposal. Um and just completely blown away. So yeah, Monza is cool. Monza is cool. So the thing is though, obviously it's a Ferrari guy's or gal's dream really to go to Monza. Um and being a Ferrari supporter most of my life, I do have it on the bucket list, I would say. So, yeah. like even if it's on one of the cheaper seats, I think the atmosphere there is I think the atmosphere is electric. So like you can hear it, and it's just like, are you going to be? To the Mighty Nine one shot next month? No, probably not. I still need to catch up on Critical Role as a whole, to be fair. So, but just been too busy focusing on other stuff outside of what I'm reacting to and all of that, with writing for my audio series and all of that jazz. So, because I've been doing a lot for my audio series this year, and it can be stressful, like it has been, like as of recent, because you contact certain people and they don't send shit in on time, and then you're just so yeah. A recent comment you made on Patreon has me concerned. Why was this year rough on you? I mean, I started off this year in a bit of a rut because with the fact that I'd say two, because one just went completely radio silent on me. The other, it was a whole kerfuffle, which I'll probably talk about one day, but I'd rather not get into those details. But like, I lost, or at least I disconnected from two people who I thought were best friends, and one of them really, really hurt me because they were like a sister to me, and that really put me in a very emotionally damaging state, because it's like, well, I'm not really a person that likes to disconnect from people in life. Doesn't matter if they're like best friends or whatever. If we've built a really, really great relationship or whatever, it just sucks to see that go. But this one was like a lead pipe to the balls 1,000 times, because she was like my best friend and all of that. So that really put me in a bit of a bind. And then February, my mental health took a bit of a worse impact when all of these emotionally damaging thoughts just came to my head, and I had, and not just that though, but there was so much stress that was going on to the point where I, with my autism, I had a shutdown. So for those who don't know, meltdowns are more vocal and more, I'd say public in regards to noticing, whereas a shutdown, it's more internal rather than external. So I just completely, like, I would curl myself up in a ball in my bed, and I would just not have that motivation to do anything, and all of that. So yeah. And it's been on an upwards incline from that, but there will still be moments where self-worth comments are going to creep up in your head, and not just that though, but you do risk yourself being on the brink of burnout because of just shit happening in your life. And it's not, I mean, it's not been as worse as 2020, although I don't think anything could be as worse as that, but it's not been a year that I will credit as good, I guess. So yeah. So yeah, that's why. But other than that, it's been an okay. I mean, it hasn't been too exciting or anything, but yeah. I mean, those first couple of months especially really messed me up. And yeah, it was a tough journey, but yeah. So yeah. Seeing F1 live is definitely on my bucket list. Yeah, I mean, I've been to Silverstone like what? I mean, there've been a couple of times that I've missed it, but ever since 2003, so 20 years ago, I've gone like the majority of times. So yeah, it is really, really good. I've even, gotten autographs and all of that from a few drivers. So yeah. This year has been up and down. It started good and somewhere in the middle got stagnant. Yeah, I mean, I felt like stagnant is a perfect way to describe things. Like, I would say I wouldn't say April, May, or whatever, because May, of course, I got my puppy Milo, and he's been a delight. So yeah. But like I said, those first couple of months were just damaging to my mental health, and yeah, and I feel like overall as well this year, not just reflecting on those couple of months, but just overall, I've been very, very, I guess, as Chantal said, introvert. Because I usually am anyways. But, I've been not as, I don't know, I feel like I've not been communicating as much in terms of, like, to people as much as I would, this year. And I feel like the main catalyst for that is because of the fact that I disconnected from someone who I thought was a sister to me, one of my best friends in my life. We were actually going to plan to meet for the first time this year, because we knew each other for a few years and we became so close. But like I said, what happened. And then, of course, during February, I felt like with some of my other best friends, even though I think they are a bit more understanding, I felt like I kind of embarrassed myself in front of them when I had a bit of a like, I don't want to say meltdown, because it wasn't so much of a meltdown, but there was a moment where I got very, very emotional because of the fact that I was just that depressed. And yeah, I felt like from that moment on, I felt like, I don't know, I kind of embarrassed myself in some degree and all of that. So I feel like I feel like with those couple of months especially, as well as the fact that communication has not really been a very, very it's not been a thing that I've been good at in life. It's kind of had a bit of a knock-on effect, I would say, throughout this year, and it's something that I do want to improve on next year. But I feel like with this year, it's definitely, had a knock-on effect. So yeah. I'll be a friend. Oh, that would be great, Emma. I mean, that's it though. I mean, I'm always open to that prospect. So yeah, it's just my main worry is that, like, people will fade away. That's always been my worry. So yeah, I'm open to that. I have OCD. Yeah, I think I do have a little bit there. So sorry. I've been at my new job less than a year, and when a favorite coworker was fired, it crushed me. Oy, I can't imagine what it was like to lose a best friend. Yeah. I mean, it's not the first person, I would say, that has been a best friend that I have lost. I mean, the other one that I do recall, that was because they had a very toxic partner, and they told that person to not speak to me ever again. So, yeah. But this one, it came to a point where, we had a bit of an argument, and I tried to, because I didn't want that friendship to perish or whatever, so I tried to repair the bridge and all of that, and things just didn't get repaired in that matter, and it was very, very devastating for me. So yeah, and I still am gutted to this day, to be fair, although it's not been as much of a focal point, um, in September compared to what it was obviously in January, February, March. Um, but when you lose a strong connection like that, especially when I am very very I don't know, warming to the idea of friends because I do love friends. I do want to create a great relationship when it comes to people. It can become very very heartbreaking. So yeah, have to head to bed. Take care, Chantal. Were you happy that Ferrari won the race last week instead of Max? I mean, I was 18% happy. And mainly because I just couldn't get out of my head the amount of bullshit that was thrown about Charles that weekend. Because they thought that, okay, well, suddenly Carlos Sainz is the prodigal son. Even though that it's been a worse kept secret than Neil Patrick Harris as the toy maker, that the Ferrari was not a car that was suitable for Charles. It was more so suited towards Carlos, and that was because of the influence of his father and Santander. But people don't want to hear about the truth. So, yeah, I mean, I was happy when it came to Ferrari winning in general, but there was a bit of taste in my mouth. So, yeah, but, mainly I was happy, so, yeah. Will have you even I've had a meltdown of many? Yeah. That's the thing though, I do retreat to myself plenty of time when it comes to a shutdown. Because I'm usually a person, and I mentioned this in my reactions, that I'm usually a person that really bottles shit up. I don't really want to tell the world or anyone really for that matter my issues and all of that because it gets to a point where I feel like I'm burdening people with my problems and all of that, and it's easier if I just figure shit out, right? And I'm my own worst. I am my own worst enemy when it comes to that because it's not. But there will be that thought that overrides common sense in my head that says it is easier if you bottle this up, and it is easier if you don't put your problems on other people's shoulders. And so yeah. I'm genuinely surprised how down to earth and sweet you are. I've never catch your lives as it's the middle of the night, so glad I felt like staying up. I hope it's not too late. But yeah, I mean, this was just really an impromptu stream with the fact that there was no D&D tonight, and I don't usually get these occasions, given the fact that I mean, if it's not reacting, it's editing my audio series, and if it's not editing my audio series, it's gaming. So I thought, well, I'm probably not going to do one for like a couple of weeks, so yeah, but yeah, I mean, um, I like to go into a bit of story time when I guess the topic is brought up, and the topic was brought up about the fact that there was a comment brought up about how concerned they were about the fact that I said that this year was rough. So, and I won't shy away from it. So, yeah, because I do feel like it does help as well. It does help me as well as the fact that it's great to, of course, people in the loop about events that have happened, because there are going to be concerned people, and that is very very heartwarming to know that people are going to be concerned and all of that, and I. Like I said, I feel like it does as well help me progress a bit, talking about these situations and all of that. So, yeah, but yeah, or us, yes, Okay, all I need to do is render Charmed tonight. That's good. Get that out there before I go to sleep at, yeah, midnight. See, another unhealthy thing is only getting 5 hours of sleep, but that's gonna be me. Oh well. And I blame myself for, getting up, watching Max Verstappen win, in what will probably be a mundane race. So I'm I'm wrong, but yeah, the joys of being an F1 fan. Da, 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 da. What time is it? I'll probably give it like 10 or so more minutes. I know I did say that previously, but we then got into a bit of story time, I feel. And that's good. That's good. Just checking my cam as well for Milo as he's resting. Oh shoot. Awesome. There we go. In that trailer. There we go. Good luck tomorrow. Yes. I don't need to say that to Max because we want some competition. Well, someone convince Max, slow it down. Because he took Singapore personally. So, Thank you. I want to say good luck as well, but does Max need it? Because, yeah. I want to be surprised tomorrow morning, but fat chance that's happening, I guess. Do you do lives on an impulse, like you just feel like it and go live? Um, I mean, there will sometimes be a bit of like indecisiveness in terms of certain things, but yeah. Sometimes I will just go and say screw it because yeah, you only live once, right? So, uh, trailer for Doctor Who was phenomenal. Yes. It really feels like we do have our favorite TV show back. Jodie was great, but the writing wasn't yes, it wasn't the best. Yeah, I mean Jodie was great, But yeah, I mean yeah, Jodie was great, but the writing, could have been a lot better. And it makes me sad that we are not getting a Jodie season under the helm of Russell, um, because he would have done really incredible with her. So yeah, but here we are. Have I seen Hereditary? I don't want to know. I've heard bad things about Hereditary, and I'm not watching that. The Babadook and The Witch. Never heard of them. I mean, I actually do plan on watching Scream 6 because, that's the only Scream I'm yet to catch up on, so me as well for October, right? But we'll see what does happen for October. I really enjoy watching you, Liam. Thank you, Dominique. Thank you. Thank you so much. Jodie. There we go. That makes a lot more sense. The Invisible Man is something that would speak to you the most. You might have to check that out. You wonder. Yeah, I'll be surprised. I want to be surprised. Yeah. I don't think we're going to be surprised, but it would be nice. It would be nice. Like Sonoda winning. Hey, Liam Lawson knocked out Max Verstappen last week in terms of qualifying. Yuki winning would not only just enlighten Japan, but also it would just be a double blow for Red Bull. So, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Do, 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 do. I like that tweet. Will you and Alex ever collab on a video again? I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, we do technically collab every week on Saturdays, D&D, in a sense. I don't know if that counts. Yeah, I don't know. It depends, really. But, yeah. I mean, me and Alex do keep in touch and all of that. Like I said, he's part of my D&D group, so, yeah. Karen Gillan is going to the winter Comic Con in London this year. Won't be able to meet her though. I am meeting Matt Smith and oh wow, Matt and Lana in Edinburgh. Wow, that is incredible. I'm low key jealous. I am low key jealous. I would go to the London one. I saw like something about Karen pop up in terms of like, oh, she's gonna be at London Comic Con. I'm like, I need to spend money wisely. London isn't cheap. I went there last year. It's not cheap, folks. And spending it on Karen Gillan, yeah, that's a choice. Oh, man. Well, it's funny you say that because you can check out you can check out weekly live streams of me and my D&D group on Fandom Reactions channel every Saturday usually at 7 p.m. BST. Because we do Beneath the Mask, because it involves myself, Alex. It also includes Brianna, who does DM, Anthony Knight, my name is Simon, and Laura Liley, as well as Dylan as well, our friend, who is not a reactor. Um, but he's an amazing friend. So yeah, we do that every Saturday usually. Obviously, we're not running today, but we are hopefully running next week. Cause I say hopefully because I don't think I'll be there the week after. Considering, in not next Saturday, but the Saturday after will be my birthday. So yeah, and I think I'll be heading out with my best friend Martin. So yeah. There's still a bit of a ambiguity there, but that's the plan. Plans can change. Like tonight, we were supposed to be doing D&D, but plans do change because some people either get called into work or some people are ill. So yeah, yes, you should go. You should really. I mean, there are already because we've done like 20 odd sessions so far. So, yeah, you can go and check them out. So, there you go. And it's full of shenanigans. Shenanigans aplenty. Neither is Edinburgh. Neither is Ed. I've never been to Edinburgh, but yeah, there you go. You're acting on impulse, and that is something that is admirable. Just you only live once, so why not? Yeah. See, it's so difficult though as well, because I am planning all of this stuff when it comes to, obviously, paying for the house, but also, um, you've got the wedding to consider and just everything in general. It's like, you know what? I would blow all this money out of the water just to see Karen Gillan, but I'm going to be sensible. Maybe, don't know. So, yeah. I say I'll be sensible, and then there's a game on sale, and I'm like, I'm not gonna play this in 2 weeks, but it's on sale, and I might be peckish. So, happy upcoming birthday! Thank you. See, that's the thing though, as well. Like, I wasn't planning on even entertaining the idea of focusing on my birthday or in any capacity, given the fact that 2023 has been a bit. But I mean, may as well salvage something good. So it's like Ferrari, actually. It's a perfect metaphor. Ferrari's car is shit this year in the F1, but we're salvaging a win. Okay, we'll salvage this win because you may as well. We're not going to win the world title, not even close to winning the world title or anything like that. But winning at Singapore, we'll salvage it. So, may as well take the good with the bad. Big question: will Milo be at the wedding? It's something we actually haven't talked about, but I think it would. It has to happen, right? See him in a little doggy suit. How adorable will he look? Yeah, Lara will probably be making plans on that. I mean, we got him a nice little raincoat to protect him. So, yeah. I'm back. Awesome. Awesome. Oof. Wow. Oh, I'm nearly clocking 2 hours here. I should probably get this concluded. Have a bit of, you know, time to kill and all of that. I'm not sure. Uh, hey James, hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good. I think I might be ending in a few moments, so yeah, this might be a bit of a late entry. But I mean, I'm nearly at 2 hours, and I'll be, resting in a couple of hours once I get charmed up and all of that. Ready for the F1. 5 o'clock, wake up, dread for Verstappen. Run from it, dread it, Verstappen still wins. I know everyone's in love with Heartstopper, but I'm sorry, I think it's a jellyfish of a show. Squishy, gelatinous, and without a hint of Ooh, wow. That's a bold take. Bold take. Okay. Do, 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 do. Ooh. I know I'm bracing to have tomatoes thrown at me. I don't have any tomatoes. I have pretzels, but I'd hate to waste them. And here come the pretzels. Love you. Good luck tomorrow. We have to wake up 7 in the Netherlands. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be rough. I wanted to say good luck as well, but again, yeah. But hopefully it'll be enjoyable. Take care, Joyce. Eh. Oh, well, I think considering it's 10 on the dot, I think I'm going to sign off. It's been a very enjoyable live stream. I mean, we're an hour and 40 odd minutes in, so I think that's a healthy amount of time. Um, so yeah, I think I'm going to sign off. I'm not sure when the next stream will be. It'll be at some point. It will be probably impromptu because, yeah. Have you ever been watching a movie and thought to yourself, I'm not smart enough for this? It's happened way too often lately for myself. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't think I have. I'm trying to recall if there has ever been a time, but nothing springs to mind at the minute. So, but we're all different in terms of our watch experience and all of that. So, some people, I'm sure there's going to be a movie that's going to really screw me over and be like, well, I need to watch that again. Um, to understand it better. But like I said, some people are going to be different in terms of their watchability and all of that. So it doesn't signify significant. it doesn't establish it. There's moments where there's words that I know how to pronounce, and then I just have a blue screen of death moment, and it's just like, fuck this. So yeah, but yeah. Um, well, I wouldn't say I'm the smart cookie, but like I said, um, in terms of like people and how different we are, there's going to be some people that are going to get certain bits and pieces, and there are going to be some who are not going to get certain bits. It's like a TV show, for example. There's going to be like people who will be able to get a message of a show or whatever, or an episode, etc. Um, that might not apply to a lot of the other people. Um, there are going to be messages that I'm not going to, like, for example, get, for example, where other people have. So it's going to be all different when it comes to watchability. Um, so yeah. So hopefully it doesn't like have a huge knock-on effect on you, because it doesn't lesser you or anything like that in regards to not being able to understand certain bits and pieces. So yeah. Um, watch Stephen King movies. Sheesh. Max, Super Max. Don't bring that. Don't bring that into the chat. Don't bring that into the chat. Right. So now I think after that deep message at the end, now I think I'm gonna stop the stream. Thank you all for coming to this TED Talk. No, thank you all for coming to this stream. Yeah, I'll hopefully not leave it too long to do another stream, because I do love interacting with the Catter crew and all of that every now and again. So yeah, but whatever the case, I hope you guys take care of yourselves, and yeah, I will see you guys next time. Be sure to have a fantastic weekend or fantastic Sunday, and stay safe, take care, and I will see you guys next time.